We are joined now by comedian, television personality, all-around good guy, Andy Kindler. How are you?
Entrepreneur. I'm also an entrepreneur.
You do everything.
That's like an entrepreneur, but I'm a professional at it.
Now,
also good off the cuff.
You are, which is good. At least one of us is. That's the most important thing. Just so you know, as a Canadian, there's nothing we appreciate more than people from the United States coming up to our cities like Toronto and telling us how great we are and how much you love it here.
I love Toronto, and you people, and everybody's great.
Yeah?
Yeah. I love it, and you're great.
And we got some nice weather for you right now.
Yes, I enjoy humidity. I enjoy humidity so thick that you, when you walk, you look like a mime.
I like
That's what I like, where you're pushing it out of the way.
Now, you are performing tonight at the Winter Garden Theatre for Just for Laughs. This is the 4th annual Just for Laughs. You looking forward to playing tonight or performing tonight?
I am taking the city by drizzle tonight. I'm hosting the show, what I like to call the alternative comedy show, which I invented. I started at the Montreal Just for Laughs Festival in the late 90s, and I also invented alternative comedy as a genre. I also was a co-creator on Punchlines.
Excellent.
Back in the 40s and 50s, before they had jokes. But there's going to be a great show now. We have Patton Oswalt on the show.
Yes.
And he's a draw. I'm not the draw. I'm the people don't pay to see me. But if I'm on the bill, they go, why not?
Now, he's actually a funny guy in the terms of he's a comedian, but he's also, ironically enough, I'm wearing a New York Giants T-shirt today, and he's in a movie.
I saw that movie.
Yeah.
And I haven't seen a lot of movies recently.
Yeah.
I am still, I'm going to wait till next year to see Valentine's Day, to next Valentine's Day, to make it more current. But yeah, he was in that movie, big fan. He was very good in that movie. He was excellent, and I enjoyed the movie, too. Usually I don't like anything.
No?
No, I do. I like things.
Do you like things? Okay, this is actually very interesting. I do want to... Now, I was watching an interview with a very famous comedian. Let's just call him Jerry. And he was on the Jimmy Fallon show. Okay?
Oh, Jerry from the Jimmy Fallon show?
Let's just call him Jerry, yes. Okay.
Okay, Jerry Lewis.
Okay, Jerry. He was talking about, and the only reason I bring it up is because he was talking about if he could do a talk show. And he was saying no, because he can't fake his interest in people's stories.
Right.
And he said that Jimmy Fallon was one of the few comedians that can actually do that sort of thing. Basically alluding to, and I've heard before, that comedians are a little bit different, for lack of a better term. Is that the case with most comedians?
I think we're different. I noticed that you've dozed off several times during this interview, so I don't know if that's a good sign. Well, comedians are different as a group, but, we're very opinionated, very judgmental. I take it to the next step and actually criticize other comedians, and that's why I've had so much trouble getting work over the years. Really? I've been blackballed. Not really. I just made that up.
Unbelievable.
A lot of the stuff I'm saying is for humorous effect. I'm looking forward to the days when the cameras are smaller than a fingernail. That's what I want to know. Why such a huge device?
Please, like I've said to ladies, don't judge us on our size over here, okay?
Exactly.
I swear to God.
Please judge us on our width.
That's right. That camera just came out of a cold pool. I promise you. I promise you. Now you're going to be in Montreal, and you are performing in Toronto tonight at the Winter Garden Theatre for the Just for Laughs. I've been to Montreal twice. Once for Stag and once for work. So I only remember once, obviously.
Right.
They are completely off the wall when it comes to their comedy. Like, Just for Laughs is off the charts out there.
Yes.
What is it about Montreal and the comedy out there?
Well, first of all, my favorite rock band was Stag.
Come on.
Remember how good they were? Only men were allowed. It's an amazing city. Now, Toronto is an amazing city, too. I mean, yes, you don't have the same bagels. You don't have the same smoked meat. And but besides, as a Jew, that hurts me. Because I know the proximity. I'm near Montreal. Why can't you have a lovely situation going on here? But they love the festival there. They
do.
love it, and they're crazy about. That's why it's actually really cool to have a comedy festival in Montreal. And Toronto, this is the 4th year, but this is going to be big. It's going to be big.
Yeah,
we're going to be so big. It's going to be spreading to Saskatoon.
Come on now.
I just when I looked at my Canadian references. Bible before I came up here. But the thing that's good about, like they had, like HBO had a comedy festival in Aspen for many years.
Yep.
But nobody lives in Aspen.
Sure.
The people who live there are rich. And when you're that rich, you don't have a sense of humor because you don't have to deflect anything with sarcasm.
Sure.
So what do they care? But Montreal, there's a cosmopolitan, sophisticated atmosphere. Montreal has a certain je ne sais quoi. And that is why the festival is so big there. But I am a legend there, too. I like to pump myself up right now, talk about it a little bit more. I'm tired of talking about me not directly. Let's get back to me completely. And people love me in Montreal.
Well, then I'm going to bring up something. My boss is from Montreal. He's a huge fan of Just for Laughs, and he said he said to me to ask you about the state of the industry. What is that all about?
What happened was I'm 23 years old, but I started doing the Just for Laughs festival when I was 7. It was a world record, and I was first there in 1993 when I was 4, and then 1995 I had written an article for National Lampoon. Not in 1995, but earlier, about called the Hack Comics Handbook, where I demonstrated how to be a hack comic and gave people examples so that they go out and be terrible comedians. And then I did a demonstration in Montreal in 1995 and brought all my friends up. Pat Oswalt was there, and we demonstrated how to be a hack comic. And then Bruce Hills, the CEO, I don't know what his job title is now, the creme de la creme of the Montreal Just for that festival. He told me, why don't you try and do a speech every year? Like, no, not every year, but try next year to come back and do another speech.
Sure.
And then my manager decided to call it the State of the Industry. And what it is every year I go there, I do a completely new total hour. It's never been heard before. That's why it's so hit and miss. But I talk about what's wrong with the comedy business, and I burn bridges, and I make fun of Jay Leno for about 20 minutes.